The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 260 pounds, Mike Max L. And his opponent, representing the corporation, weighing in at 256 pounds, the Dog.
Hello everybody and welcome to this week's episode of Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. This is the go-home show before our major event next Tuesday, here live on Twitch and, by the way, live on kick.com/Croakitoad. For any of you that are over on Kick, you can check out the show over there as well. Starting us off tonight, we've got Deputy Dog of the Corporation taking on Mike Metal, showing himself for the first time this season on the brand new glitchy and crashy as ever 2K25 on PC. Hope everyone's out there having a good one. Really happy, excited, hype for the Elder Scrolls Oblivion remaster that just came out today. Very awesome. I've already got my game already installed on my Xbox, ready to go, as well as the OG as well. I will be going for double the achievements on both versions of the game at some point. And in our first match of the night here at Tuesday Night Toxic, we're going to go outside of the ring. Deputy Dog missing the crossbody splash to the outside by Mike Metal, stepping out of the way. It's a very brutal move there on the outside of the ring on Deputy Dog. Standard rules apply in this one. Not something Deputy Dog is really used to. He's used to competing in that hardcore division. And looks like we had it's almost like a leg grapevine there. Figure four of sorts. That's broken up. Still early in the match. Fisticuffs here between the two. Got a nice trap suplex. Front trap suplex there. Sending Deputy Dog up and over. Double heel trip into... Uh-oh. Deputy Dog's about to get his snout bashed into the ring canvas. Almost a curb stomp kind of thing. Wait, what? Oh. Ha 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 ha. And the boss has come out because Corporation is Corporation and has distracted Mike Metal, allowing Deputy Dog to get the quick roll-up, but it does not work. I was wondering what the heck was happening, but the boss of CPW has come out to grace us with his presence in this first match. Deputy Dog with the Dogman slam there on Mike Metal and almost gets a 3 count. Deputy Dog pulling out all the secret corporate tricks in the bag there to try to get a win here over Mike Metal tonight. Unfortunately, the distraction did not work. Mike Metal gonna use his own tricks, up his own trade, putting his feet up on the ropes, but that didn't work either. These two guys are just trying to out... Osaka Street Cutter. That's the notorious finishing maneuver of Mike Metal. He's used throughout all the years. And and it will get him the win here tonight. Mike Metal in his first showing on the 2K25 season with a win over Deputy Dog tonight, despite the interference from the boss Thaddeus of the corporation to try to help his personal security guard in this opening match try to get the win. Now you see the curb stomp, or should I say the snout stomp. Very effective there on Deputy Dog, but he comes back, hits the Dogman Slam. His finishing maneuver on Mike Metal, but didn't quite get the 3. That was after the distraction from Thaddeus. Here's Mike Metal trying to return the favor and cheat a little bit of his own volition, but that didn't quite get the job done. And then here it is right here, the Osaka Street Cutter. Bam! Right there. And that's the 1-2-3 for Mike Metal on his return to CPW here tonight. A win there over Deputy Dog.
Here is your winner, Mike Max L.
That's what I'm talking about.
Help! 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 Help me, Leon!
Whoa! The hell was that? Caught you off guard, didn't I? Just trying to have fun.
Lucinda!
Thanks.
Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Everyone, be sure to follow Lucinda. She's amazing.
I'll take this.
And a resub on top of that. Oh, man. You're making me feel so special today. Thank you.
Sandwich.
Then.
I almost became a Jill sandwich. That was intense. Thanks.
Lucinda TTV just subscribed. Croakitoad Jam.
Thank you so much for the raid and the resub, Lucinda. Be sure to follow Lucinda here on Twitch, guys. She is consistently one of my top 5 most watched Twitch streams on twitch.tv when they give you those end of the year rankings. Very amazing streamer. Lots of stealth games, Resident Evil, horror games, all over the board. Thank you so much for the raid and welcome in, Raiders. You're in for a treat because guess what? It's match time.
The following contest is a tag team match set for
I'll take
one
this.
fall. On the way to the ring, Lewis Dunn and Emerald Man. Truth.
Then.
and
I almost became a Jill sandwich. That was intense.
consequences.
Thanks.
Neotvchok has gifted a sub to Linky Poo 600.
Well, it's good to know that Necro and Lucinda have hugged it out after their match last Tuesday when it was one-on-one against one another. But who are they going to face off against here tonight? Let's see who it is. Oh.
And their opponents, the Soldier and Sky, the family.
Hype looking very patriotic these days. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, we've got actually a spousal battle here. 2-on-2. And it looks like Lucinda has elected to start for her team with Necro, as Hype has elected to start on his side with Hype and Chalk. We've got husband and wife taking on husband and wife here tonight in our second match of the night. 2-on-2, which is interesting considering 7 days ago when Necro debuted here in CPW, it was against Lucinda one-on-one. It looks like they have put their differences aside for the sake of Necro being here on the show every Tuesday now to team up tonight and see how well they do as a tag team unit here against Chalk and Hype. Hype, second time up to the top rope, connecting with a moonsault the first time around and a missile drop kick, but Lucinda saw that one coming and just swats him away. And she hits the snapmare and a 2 feet right to the face. Nothing fancy about that. Hype rolls out of the ring to reset everything up here. Missing the overhand chop. Lucinda, fireman's carry after the toe kick. Hope everyone out there is doing well. We tried to start the stream 2 times, but the game crashed twice because you gotta love 2K. But looks like, fingers crossed, knock on wood, we're good to go for the rest of the night, hopefully. Thanks everyone for tuning in and watching and being here for Tuesday night Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. Everyone you see on this show is someone from the Twitch community. You can see their names at the bottom of your screen. If you're ever wondering who is in the match, we've got Hype taking on Necro now, one-on-one in this tag team match, and he's going to make the tag into Chalk, otherwise known as Sky. We've got tag team moves from Hype and Chalk. We saw tag team moves earlier from Lucinda and Necro. This is only Necro's second match in Croakitoad Pro Wrestling, so we'll see how well he does here against the more experienced Hype and Chalk. Chalk's, whoop, she tried to go for the Mafia kick there, but missed out. Still hits the back elbow on Necro on the rebound. Am I going to do JR freakouts? I do when there's big moments. Yep. Are we going to see a Zach showing in Croakitoad Pro Wrestling? I mean, we do have OG Brad Vickers. We have Jen Von Lee. We have Monica on the roster. Maybe we'll have Zach coming in as Mr. Helldiver, Mr. Democracy. Perhaps. I know we got Padge coming on the way. And Necro, ooh, big splash onto Chalk in the corner. Completely splatters her in the corner there, but looks like she's coming back here. Arm wringer, and is going to hoist Necro up and over, almost a fall away slam there. And what's she doing? The referee is in the way. Just like last Tuesday, the referee just likes to stand in the camera. And Chalk has got Necro up. What's this? Oh, shoulder breaker. Shades of Scott Norton there. Gotta love it. The strength of Chalk able to hoist Necro up like that is pretty fantastic. Hype comes back into the ring. Hype right now not with us live on Twitch because he's serving overseas in the military. Definitely wish him a speedy return back to the States so that he can own us all in Golf with Your Friends and NASCAR. Feed the Mini. No worries, Padge. Welcome back. Glad to have you. I'm hearing rumors that maybe Padge might be showing up to CPW next Tuesday. I'm hearing rumors. I'm hearing birds squawking about it. Outside of the ring, Hype and Necro now doing battle in the standard tag team rules matchup. Thank you for the Hydrate Mama buttons. Hope you're doing well. Look at Hype in the ring. Necro's needs to get back in the ring. He needs to get back in the ring before the 10 count, or this is only his second match. He might be a little confused about the ring out rules of wrestling. He's more of a jiu-jitsu guy. Oh my God, Hype just connected with a pedigree of all things. Right in front of Lucinda, but she's easily there to make the save. Hype just pulling out randomly a pedigree out of nowhere, hoping to get the win off of it, and almost did. Necro now, ooh, a spear in the corner. Takes Hype off his feet. Tag made, Lucinda is now in. And Hype's gonna win out on the exchange of the clotheslines. Lucinda fires back. And off the rope she goes. Nice up and over. Leg dropping the head of Hype into the ring canvas. Goes for the cover now. He's really near the ring ropes. He could grab him, and I don't think Chalk thought that Hype was going to kick out in time, so she made the save over there, but he actually did. It was looking pretty dire there for a second, though. Lucinda almost getting the win, and and there's another shoulder breaker. She's really liking that move tonight. Hype leaping across the ring to make a tag to his wife. And now Necro is back in. And here comes Necro. He's got Chalk up on his shoulders. Oh my God, nothing fancy about that. Just power bombs her completely. And oh my God, what? I think Chalk got completely crazy off of that. I couldn't hear what she was saying, but it affected Necro in some capacity because he looked shocked. She got quickly right back up to her feet. Something she didn't like about that powerbomb. Almost like a Vader powerbomb there on the Chalk. And it looks like she has turned the tides of the momentum here on Necro. Caught him off guard. Chalk sending Necro into the corner. Up and over. And what the heck was that? Chalk going for something fancy there, but couldn't connect. Still connects with a jawbreaker and takes Necro off his feet. And gonna make the trek over to tag in Hype once again. And now Necro telling Hype, your days are numbered. And I think Hype got a little scared. Everyone's scaring each other in this match. What the heck? We had an instant camera zoom in there, and I don't know what happened. And Necro connects with a flapjack and a forearm smash. Hype trying to come back with a rear waist lock, but Necro counters. Back heel kick from Hype and a running bulldog. A good measure. Really good back and forth matchup here between these two that have never fought against one another before. Hype off the ropes. Nice blockbuster from the sitting position. Hype shoots a half. Looking for a submit. Working on Necro's arm here. I'm not sure if that was actually a submission or not, but Necro's able to get out of it. Drops Hype with a clothesline. And he's got him up. What is this, bear hug? He's got him in a bear hug. Hype's up against the ring ropes, though. And immediately saves himself from tapping out in the match.
That's what I'm talking about.
We got another raid. Thank you to Miles for the big raid there. Appreciate it.
How was that? Caught you off guard, didn't I?
Necro's got Hype up on his shoulder and a reverse atomic drop. Tag made, and now Lucinda is back in as legal person for her team. Thank you so much for the raid, Miles. Welcome in. Hello, Raiders. Welcome to CPW Tuesday night. Our second match of the night. Tag Husband and wife versus husband and wife tag team match here on CPW. Lucinda breaks out of the shoulders of Hype. And a nice move there, taking Hype down to the mat, and she's going to tag Necro in. Necro just hoisting Hype up off the mat like a deadlift, and Oklahoma slam right onto the Croakitoad logo. But Chalk is easily in to make the save. And it looks like Necro jockeying for position here, trying to figure out what he wants to do next. Tries to go for a kick, but missing. Hype now, reverse Irish whip. Just for the knee, Necro saw it coming. Collision in the ring. Hype wins out. Uh-oh, we got a small cradle here. Inside cradle by Hype, trying to win it out of nowhere. Gets a 2 count. Hype now off the top, hits a big moonsault off the top rope, sending Necro out of the ring. We've got a 4-star matchup here. Hype now. Oh, he's going to go for the pedigree on the outside of the ring. Hype, second time in the match, connecting with a pedigree. I think that might be one of his new favorite go-to moves this season. And now he connects with a crossroads. That move makes all the sense for him. Necro getting decimated here on the outside of the ring. Up to a 7 count. They didn't get back inside. Necro taking the long way around, but we make it back inside. Here comes Necro with a nice trifecta flurry of offense there. Onto Hype. Off the ropes. Connects with the axe handle to the back of the head. We've almost got ourselves a 5-star match here. A very impromptu matchup and a very unsuspecting nearly a 5-star matchup here between these two tag teams. Here comes Lucinda. Chrisity Crossity onto the Hype. Snap suplex. Chalk's got to come in and make the save. I think she better get in there. Oh, Hype was somehow able to raise the shoulder up.
Damn!
Exactly. Almost a 3 count for Lucinda, earning her team the win. And now she's got a rear naked choke here on Hype, who's going to be struggling for his life. And that's it. Hype cannot take the pain. I think Chuck thought maybe his pain threshold was a little higher there, but Hype just cannot take the rear naked choke. And that's going to be Lucinda picking up the win for their team here in this tag team match between husband and wife. Husband and wife, you'll love to see it in our second match tonight on CPW.
I'll take this.
Sandwich. 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 Sandwich.
Then.
I almost became a Joe sandwich. That was intense. Thanks.
Trashbag Zev has gifted a sub to the Stars unit.
I'll take this.
Sandwich. Sandwich.
Lots of sandwiches being served out by Trashback Seth. Thank you so much.
Sandwich. Sandwich.
Then.
I almost became
You see
a
a
Joe
very
sandwich.
back and
That was
forth great
intense.
tag team matchup
Thanks.
between
Trashbag
Lucinda
Zev
and
has
Necro,
gifted a sub to Smoked.
I'll take
taking in the
this.
Hype and
Sandwich.
Chalk in our second
Sandwich.
match. Tag team wrestling
Sandwich.
for the win.
Sandwich.
Sandwich. This is the Dishonored Sandwich
I almost
remix.
became a Joe sandwich. That was intense. Thanks.
Trashbag Zev has gifted a sub to Harvey_mad.
I'll
Here are your
take
winners.
this.
Sandwich.
Negro,
Sandwich.
Man, and Lewis.
Sandwich. Sandwich.
Truth.
Oh, they hugged it out. Look at that. Our winners
I
tonight
became a Joe sandwich. That was
of
intense.
this tag team
Thanks.
matchup.
Trashbag Zev has gifted a sub to Truly Most
Necro and
Wanted.
Lucinda on the same
I'll
page
take
after
this.
last Tuesday.
Sandwich.
And look at that. Nearly a 5-star match.
Sandwich. Sandwich.
Then.
I almost became a Joe sandwich. That was intense. Thanks.
GG!
Trashbag Zev has gifted a sub to Slipknot 2K4.
I'll take this.
Sandwich. 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 Sandwich.
Then.
I almost became a Jill sandwich. That was intense. Thanks.
Trashbag Zeph has gifted a sub to Amora Blade.
All right, speaking of tag team wrestling, we got our next match coming up, match number 3 tonight. More tag team wrestling tonight, only this time it involves the hardcore title division. Thank you for the gift subs, Trashbacks. I appreciate that.
Sandwich.
And there's another one.
Sandwich.
Dropping sandwiches all over the chat tonight.
Sandwich.
Appreciate it.
Then.
I almost became a Jill sandwich. That was intense. Thanks.
Here we go.
Trashbag
Tag team
Zeph
wrestling
has gifted
in
a
the
sub to Mama
hardcore
Disney
division.
_ 2020.
Let's get into it.
The following is a tag team Extreme Rules match. And the Hardcore Champions Benali and Psycho T, authors of Pain.
There you see Bethany, our current reigning CPW Hardcore Champion. After the big one, she took the title away from Jess Moxie. There with her husband.
I'll
Lots
take
of wives and
this.
husbands in CPW.
Sandwich. Sandwich. Sandwich.
Then.
I almost became.
Do I have your attention now?
That was intense.
Yes, Mr.
Trashbag
Tag Team
Zeph has
Champion, you
gifted
do.
a sub to Miles Wildmore _18.
Now I've done it.
Yes, Trashbag Sub, you totally have done it.
And their opponents.
Out of 700 sound bites, that's the one that comes up
Kansas
after you
City,
drop like
Kansas,
8 gift subs.
weighing
Yeah,
in at 241 pounds,
just like Spotify knows,
Jesse
the sound effects library knows.
Moxley.
Well, here's Jess Moxie, who's going to team up with somebody tonight to take on the hardcore champion Bethany and Psycho T. Who's going to be his partner? All right, time to figure out who Jess Moxie, the former hardcore champion, is going to team up with tonight. Who's crazy enough to get in? Wait, who's this? Okay, we've got a... Apparently his name is Psycho, and he has arrived. And there you see at the bottom of the screen, it looks like Her Gengar has finally
Game on, baby!
Her Gengar has finally joined the roster of CPW as this character known as Psycho. Looks like he's going to be a welcome addition to the hardcore division. Definitely has got some ICP history. Honestly, that just brings back memories more than anything. As a Juggalo, I was never personally a Juggalo, but I remember liking a lot of their songs back when I was younger. But this kind of brought back a little bit of nostalgia, hearing that song and seeing, whoa, just look at Psycho T. Oh my God, Psycho T went diving out of the ring and nobody was there. And there goes Psycho onto Psycho T. Man, we're going to have some tongue twisters tonight. Psycho versus Psycho T. Psycho T just literally yeeted his own life out of his own dream world on the outside. And then Psycho just chunks a chair at Bethany's head, saying, hello, hardcore champion of CPW. My name is Psycho. Nice to meet you. And so in this match, we have Psycho and we have one guy named Psycho and one guy named Psycho T. Tongue Twister Deluxe. And hello, Zero Jitsu. How's it going? Thank you for the resub signified. And there's Jess Moxie, who doesn't care about nothing. Jess Moxie just wants his hardcore title back.
Signified just
Trying to get an early win on Bethany with the sleeper hold. But look at Bethany there using her CQC inside the ring as Psycho, who's making his debut tonight, working on Psycho T. Look at Bethany, bare feet and all, trying to rip the arm out of the socket of Jess Moxie tonight to make a statement. Bethany, our current reigning hardcore champion of Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. We've already seen the dented steel chair in the ring. Weapons are allowed in this thing. I don't know how the referee's going to be able to pay attention to everything going on. Jess Moxie with a pin on Bethany inside the ring and almost gets it. Psycho T knew it was coming and comes back into the ring after fighting Psycho on the outside of the ring. And there's that running bulldog Jess Moxie's known for. Bethany quick to come back, and now Psycho, the insane Juggalo, has brought another chair out from underneath the ring. I'm sure he was planning on throwing it at Bethany's face again for the second time in the match. Bethany had an arm chancery on, and Psycho just slipped right out. There's a cover there. Psycho onto Bethany. Where's Tad? I'm right here. Did Puppy not refresh the stream? Uh-oh. Look at Psycho T on Psycho, the claw slam, utilizing that claw on the skull of Psycho. But Jess Moxie in to make the save before the 3. Now Psycho T with the quickie pin on Jess Moxie. Is that going to do it? Oh, my. Oh. He flips him and rolls him over. Jess Moxie looking to secure it. No, Psycho T. And Psycho knew it was rolling back and forth. This is high octane. We've look at this. We've already got a 5-star match, almost. Oh my God! Enziguri to the side of Bethany's head. And now this new superstar named Psycho, who is debuting tonight, telling the hardcore champion to get to her feet, basically hitting the shoulder block. Thank you to everyone who has done resubs tonight or gift subs. Really appreciate the support. Thank you. Running blockbuster from Psycho onto Bethany, the hardcore champion, in the ring. Psycho T's not there to make the save, and there you go. And Psycho, with an S, has just made his debut at CPW in the hardcore division and wins in his first match on the hardcore champion Bethany in this 2-on-2 hardcore match. Now that's making a statement right there. You see Jess Moxie.
That's your name, motherfucker!
Exactly.
GG!
There you see, this was just mass chaos from the opening bell, inside the ring, outside the ring. CQC submission holds. Bethany trying to rip Jess Moxie's arm off the socket. Psycho T trying to battle his brother from another nightmare, Psycho. So many near falls. Look at that roll of the dice from Psycho T on the outside, on the Psycho. There's that running bulldog from Jess Moxie. And I don't know if Jess Moxie and Psycho with an S have any kind of history with each other, or if they were just paired up randomly out of nowhere and they just happened to win coincidentally. maybe they have a history. I don't know. Jess Moxie and Psycho maybe wrestled on the indies in those barbed wire light tube matches, you know, C4 exploding firecrackers, Legos, and jelly beans matches that you see on YouTube. They probably wrestled in those before coming to CPW. I don't know. I'm just insinuating. I mean, it's possible they could have a back history together, or they just randomly met each other tonight. Who knows? But either way, Psycho debuts tonight at CPW and pins Bethany to pick up the win.
Moxley and Psycho.
Looks like they know each other. Okay, this song is catchy as hell. Not gonna lie. All right, welcome to CPW officially. Jay Hare, Gengar. It's been a while. One of a few cast of characters, I think. Our next match. Wait a minute, hold on. We were supposed to have another match involving another insane rivalry we've got going on in CPW right now, but it looks like just like last Tuesday. Can we get a camera back there, please? Oh, here. Okay, we've finally got a camera hooked up backstage. What the heck is going on here? This feud, this rivalry has been escalating so much between Linky and Miles. We saw the backstage brawl last Tuesday, but apparently they just don't care about wrestling rings anymore. They just want to fight out in the parking lot. There you see Comatrix's ambulance parked there. But it looks like Linky and his magical partner Connie the princess, has found Miles and Alicia, or maybe Alicia and Miles found Linky and Connie. But now we've got ourselves a 2-on-2 fight back here. And dangerous things could certainly happen back here because there is no protective paddings. There's no wrestling. This is just a brawl. This is concrete. This is pavement. This is a parking lot. They could get ran over by somebody. Who knows? And we only have one camera back here, so we can't see what Miles and Connie are doing off camera right now. But Alicia opened up the back of the ambulance doors. Okay, there's a side panning shot of Miles, who has now turned his attention to Linky. What miscommunication there between Miles and Alicia? They almost hit each other. I mean, we've got history here with an ambulance between Linky and Miles. Let's not forget. They had an ambulance match a few months ago. I'm wondering if the ambulance is going to make a callback in this match tonight. I mean, it's just parked there ready for the taking, I guess. You can see all these weapons loitered here on the outside. Chairs, tables, all kinds of nonsense out here that can be utilized in this match. There is no referee. This is just simply a backstage brawl. And I feel like when we get to our major event... What is Alicia doing? Weird. I think Connie was trying to use her magical powers, but it didn't quite work. But yes, Linky scoured the lands of Hyrule and found Connie, the magical girl, whether you want to call her a fairy, whether you want to call her a queen, whether you want to call her a princess, or whatever you want to call her. She comes from the lands of Linky, and he brought her here to help him bring him some payback here against Miles and his team of madness that have joined at his side, which is Alicia and Jennifer, formerly known as the Unity. They're the Unity of Madness at this rate, and Connie's in big trouble off screen there. And it looks like Alicia hits a standing moonsault or something, and she's able to get the win here because it looks like Connie cannot continue the fight. She just got pummeled into the parking lot by Alicia, and it looks like tonight Miles and Alicia will once again get the last laugh in this backstage assault, this backstage brawl that has definitely has to come and lead to something next Tuesday. And yeah, there you go. 3 stars for a backstage brawl as we hear Roxas booing somewhere from wherever the hell Roxas is. But there you go. Miles and Alicia getting the win here tonight in that backstage brawl leading up to...
Don't cross the streams.
Don't cross the streets either. All right, coming up next, we've had a night full of crazy things. We've been going like a million miles per hour, but there's been so many insane things happening tonight. We've had already 2 debuts tonight and some crazy matches, but this is going to continue that theme. Here we go. Let's go to the ring.
The following is a tables match. Making her way to the ring, representing the Dangerous Alliance from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Eli Sandra.
Wait, did he just say it's a tables match?
And her opponent, representing the industry from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Maggie Moore.
All right, we saw these two do battle a few weeks back, and I believe it was Alessandra that picked up the win in that last bout. But we're going to have a rematch here, only this time it's not a regular old wrestling match. This time there's tables involved. The only way to win is to crunch your opponent through a table. There are no pins and no submissions in this thing. And the reason for this match happening is because the partners of these two combatants, known as Nathan Moore and Azarain, are going to be having a main event match next Tuesday in our major show for April for that international title belt. Nathan Moore has yet to decide what stipulation he's going to defend his belt against Azarain in, based on him winning that ladder match with the contract. He's keeping his cards close to the vest, not letting anybody know. Probably a good strategy so that Azarain can't plan for whatever Nathan Moore has in mind. But they are set to do battle next Tuesday for that international championship. So their lady compatriots are here in a prelude to that, doing battle once again. Obviously, Alessandra, going for a top rope splash to the outside, but Maggie Moore rolls out of the way. Alessandra, obviously a close confidant of the maniacal, crazy clown.
All right, I'll see you guys back at that
Azarain.
spot. All right, guys, I'm back at
And
this spot.
Maggie Moore, obviously the wife of the champion Nathan Moore. The men's rivalry has transcended into the two. Oh my God, Maggie Moore got a little carried away there on that slingshot to the outside. And it looks like Coke and Roxas are both in the house tonight. Wow, what could possibly go wrong when they're both in the building together for a change? And we see this match breaking out on the outside. There's no referee here in this match because it's a tables match. I don't blame the referee for not even wanting to come out here. I wouldn't want to get involved in this thing. Heck, the referee might himself get crunched through a table. I definitely wouldn't want to be a part of that. And Alessandra trying to set up a table, but Maggie Moore said no. And now we've got fisticuffs between the two ladies here. One aligned with the crazy clown Azarain, one aligned with Nathan Moore in this tables match. I believe this might be a first-time tables match for, oh my gosh, he just threw a table at her.
I'll take this.
And Wizard Boss dropping a gift sub now to Padge. Thank you guys, my lovely community, so giving with all the gift subs. Thank you so much, everybody. And Maggie Moore running drop kick
12 has gifted
into the
a sub
corner.
to Paget 93.
And there's Maggie setting up a table, and Alessandra going for another one. And using her horns to knock Maggie off her feet. That's one way to be crafty and utilize what you have. Nice fisherman suplex on the outside, but there are no pinfalls in this thing. I think she might have forgot. Is she going to go for it again? Maggie Moore counters. It's a very slow lariat on the outside. Maggie telling Alessandra to get to her feet. Oh, it's a Meteora. Double knees. And then once again just throws a table at Alessandra. Wow. Nothing fancy about that. It's all about the yeet these days, apparently. Maggie. Close-up shot. Springboard. Oh, tried to go for the drop kick, but Alessandra sideswiped it. We still have that table set up in the center of the ring there. That could be bad news. Oh, what was that? A high knee? High knee rebound off the ropes. No doubt Azarain and Nathan Moore are watching intently. Backstage. Oh, Maggie Moore set up perfectly for a table shot here. Oh, no. Oh! And Maggie gets catapulted up into a powerbomb and crunched through a table. And Alessandra, for the second time in a row, has overcame Maggie Moore in one-on-one combat. So Alessandra will get the last laugh tonight.
You are not prepared.
As is Azarain, which seems to be the same theme that went about last time. Alessandra got the win over Maggie Moore last time, but Azarain could not pull off the victory against Nathan Moore for the belt. And this looks like the same theme going right here. We'll see what happens next Tuesday. Oh, and there's the powerbomb shot. Maggie Moore getting punched through a table as Alessandra gets the win tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a big match coming up, and this time it's for the women's championship. It's not actually for the belt. So, Spinny, don't worry if you're listening or lurking in the background right now. However, what we're going to find out in this match is who will get the next shot for Spinny's women's championship in Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. We're going to find out a #1 contender for next Tuesday, right here, right now. Who will Spinny defend her belt against as all the top ladies of CPW climb into the ring right now.
The following contest is an elimination match making her way to the ring from Miami, Florida, Celestia.
There's our first ever CPW Women's Champion, Celestia. She would love to get that title back around her waist. MWATV, you can join. It's computer versus computer simulation. Nobody plays against each other in this game. If you'd like to get your character in on the show, just shoot me a PM on Twitch or Discord, and we can talk about getting your wrestler on the show every Tuesday. But yes, this is all computer versus computer simulation.
And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Goddess Dawn.
This is the PC Steam version. Yes, we do have a Discord. One of my mods can provide you with a link, so you can join and shoot me a message. Jen Von Lee getting a huge opportunity here. If she can win this match, she gets a title shot next Tuesday against Spinny. Taking time off from her feud with OG Brad Vickers here tonight.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
And representing High Energy from Miami, Florida, Amy Rose.
And here comes Amy Rose, Rasher with her Rasher buddies on the stage. Big opportunity for Rasher here.
And representing the Undead from Louisville, Kentucky, Azrael.
All right, we've got one more entrant. Who is it? Who's it going to be?
And
Wait.
from Cleveland, Ohio.
Whoa.
Miss
That's a name from the past. Wow, it's been a long time since I've uttered the words Miss Perfection. That's a name that hasn't been brought up since the early days, the AOL days of this EFed another whole multiverse, several multiverses since then. Miss Perfection coming back out of the archives to join us here at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. Another debut tonight. We've already seen Mike Metal make his appearance here in this season of CPW. Psycho making his debut tonight, and now Miss Perfection has joined the ladies roster. Without her in there, I'd say Goddess Dawn and Rasher are probably the grizzled veterans of this match, and they still are. But compared to Miss Perfection, they're like sophomores in high school at this rate. So yeah, we'll see how much ring rust Miss Perfection has as she has joined us here tonight in this 6 ladies brawl. Whoever can walk out still the winner of the last one standing will get a shot against Spinny in her women's championship next Tuesday. And every one of these candidates would be a huge matchup against Spinny for that women's championship. Oh my God, what the hell was that? Did Rasher just throw a trash can on top of... I think Rasher just yeeted a trash can to try to break the pinup, and it worked. Well, the ladies are pulling out the weapons. We've seen trash cans and now tables. Rasher gonna go with their high-flying skills. Asterial's gonna pull out the weapons. All typical. This is set for elimination rules, by the way, so one by one they're going to get eliminated until there's only one left. Every one of these ladies are certainly qualified and certified to get a shot at the women's championship, but there can only be one. So we'll see how this one breaks down. That trash can is utterly pancaked in the ring, by the way. It got literally flattened. And yes, Bear Racer, I absolutely agree. Although, Miss Perfection's got the cone. We saw what happened the last time the cone came out. It got stuck up into Tad Peters' one of his orifices. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. But the cone is in the ring, and that's not going to be good for the ladies in this match. We see Celestia taunting over Asterial on the outside of the ring. There's Goddess Dawn working on Jin Von Lee's arm. Someone's getting pinned off camera. I can't tell who it is. Goddess Dawn looking for a tap out from Jin Von Lee, but she's not going to tap. I feel like Miss Perfection just yeeted Rasher out of the ring. Celestia going after Asterial on the outside. All 6 of these ladies definitely could give Spinny a run for her money for the women's championship next Tuesday. You feel sorry for Trashbag Seb? Don't feel sorry for him. I think Rasher was just doing the salsa on the outside of the ring. She's feeling good tonight. It is Rasher after all. And now all the ladies are on the outside. Oh no. No, Ash! No, Celestia, no! No! Celestia just made Asterial feel what Asterial did to Tad Peters a few weeks ago. That's karma right there. That is karma. Look out for Celestia. No! Hit an axe handle and slips off. She took her right on the cooter scooter. Yes, she did. Tad Peters took her right on the Hershey Highway a few weeks ago, and then tonight, I guess, was the cooter scooter. Boy, I love the scaffolding in the way of all the action. That's great. What a great camera angle. Ooh, Jin Von Lee, nice suplex. Oh, because the trash can? There are no trash bags. There are no trash bags in that trash can. Oh, man, this is just nothing but carnage out here. Ooh, double arm DDT from Celestia onto Jin Von Lee. Rasher and Miss Perfection are doing their cardio. I think Hi-Fi Puppy has not refreshed the stream since we started. Can someone tell him to refresh the stream? Can someone tell him we've been live for an hour? Jin Von Lee has got Celestia up. Oh! Now that was devastating. Oh, Celestia has been busted open. Oh, no. And Celestia, with blood coming out of her forehead, is able to survive after getting basically pile-driven by Jin Von Lee. Here's Asterial onto Jin Von Lee, looking for the rear naked choke, the tap out, and oh, and Jin Von Lee is forced to tap out here tonight, courtesy of Asterial. And she has one victim on her list tonight as she is on her road to winning Spinny in that women's title shot. Asterial missile dropkick off the top rope. Rasher's on the top now. I can't see what Rasher's doing. Here's Asterial onto Celestia, but lateral press does not work. Here's it. Whoa, Rasher off the top to the outside. Rasher going crazy here at Green Hill Zone tonight. And there's Miss Perfection debuting tonight, coming back after seems like 15 years or something. Celestia double arm into the DDT, I think, on the inside of the ring. I barely caught that. And a bleeding Celestia, our first ever CPW Women's Champion, almost eliminating Asterial. Goddess Dawn looking for a chair under the ring. So we've got Goddess Dawn and Rasher duking it out right there. Several knees from Rasher. Celestia's got the cone. Oh no, Celestia's got the cone. Celestia just coned Rasher. Celestia loves that cone. Rasher firing back with offense. Asterial meeting Miss Perfection for the first time in both of their careers. Hello, big WWE superstar. Welcome in. I did DM you for options for calls. We can talk about it on DMs after my stream is over. But yeah, basically just send me a picture of reference, pictures I can do, and I can build your wrestler based on pictures and stuff. Look at Asterial, top rope on a Miss Perfection. Oh no! Oh! A big riptide, and look at Asterial doing the pin. She's doing the pin on Miss Perfection. She's doing the pin on Miss Perfection. She's doing the thing. She's doing the thing. But the veteran Miss Perfection able to kick out of that situation, but Goddess Dawn quickly puts Asterial into the chancery lock there, looking for a tap out, but Ash says no. Meanwhile, off camera, it looked like Rasher had been eliminated. Rasher has been eliminated. And then there are 4 left in this match. Miss Perfection has got a camel clutch. Oh no, look at that! The veteran Miss Perfection comes in out of nowhere tonight, debuting here at CPW. The first time we've seen her in years, and eliminates probably one of the top hands-on favorites and picks to win this whole thing, Asterial. And then there were 3. Miss Perfection, Goddess Dawn, and Celestia. The last 3 left in this 6 ladies brawl. The winner getting a women's title shot next Tuesday's major event against Spinny. And they are working for it here tonight. They are earning that shot. And Celestia is just leaking blood all over the place. I'm seeing Celestia blood splatters all over the place, everywhere she walks. She's leaving blood trails. Is someone else bleeding? Oh, well, Miss Perfection's bleeding. Welcome back to wrestling. Goddess Dawn is not bleeding. She's the only one not bleeding. Celestia...
Ain't nothing personal.
Yeah, Celestia leaking buckets here. Goddess Dawn bringing in the steps. Miss Perfection with the old school roll up there to try to eliminate the first ever women's champion of CPW. Celestia not going to have any of that. Goes into the... Oh, look at that! Celestia outsmarts the grizzled veteran. Celestia just outsmarts the grizzled veteran, Miss Perfection. And she made a comeback and a huge showing here tonight. Shocked everybody with her presence and almost made it to the end. But the first women's champion, Celestia, just a little bit quicker than her on the gun tonight, as we're now down to Celestia and Goddess Dawn for a shot at the women's title. And Goddess Dawn powers out before the 3. Here comes Celestia. Look at the back of Goddess Dawn, by the way. She is bruised up. Ooh, that kick to the face. That's not going to help matters much. Look at Goddess Dawn's back. Holy crap. It looks like she's been in a car wreck. You've got Celestia bleeding and Goddess Dawn bruised all to hell. As our last 2 ladies in this contest, our women's division, very impressive. One of the biggest you'll see. Utterly stacked. And Celestia is just going crazy here on Goddess Dawn. I think she feels it tonight. She wants that rematch. She wants her belt back. Here comes Celestia off the top. Oh! I don't know how she connected on that, but barely did as Goddess Dawn was getting to her feet. Look at Celestia covered in blood and does it! Celestia, bleeding buckets, has done it and has earned herself, and I keyword earned herself, a shot to get that women's title back away from Spinny next Tuesday. And I feel like that's going to be one hell of a matchup between the two. Celestia able to out-survive 5 other women in this match. And what was a hell of a match. If this isn't 5-star, I call shenanigans. All 6 of these participants definitely qualified to get a shot for the women's title, but there could only be one, and it was Celestia. Just the better lady here tonight. Able to out-survive the other 5. And we'll see how that rematch goes next Tuesday as we add another match to our card for next Tuesday. The major pay-per-view event, the PLE, if you will. There's Asterial with the Ash Tide on Miss Perfection, going for the very provocative pin. Yes, indeed. Close-up shot there. Of course, the cameraman wouldn't miss that.
GG.
And here's where Celestia just slightly outsmarted Miss Perfection to get the win there. And then this is the game winner right here, where it all hits her on the leg as she was getting up. Goddess Dawn unaware of the high-flying Celestia diving off the rope to get herself the win. And here she is, your winner. Blood all over the place. Celestia getting the women's title shot. I love the bongo drums. That was certainly main event contender for sure. Great match, great match. One of our strongest divisions in CPW, the women's division. Here we go, our next match though. The show must go on.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 125 pounds, Punk A. And his opponent, representing the Terrors from Glasgow, Scotland, Goose Lady.
Okay, here we go. Our next matchup, one-on-one match, which is actually kind of strange. We've only had a few well, I guess we've had about 50% of our matches tonight have been one-on-one. Lots of tag team matches and multi-person matches tonight. But we did have Mike Metal versus Deputy Dog to start us off, and of course, Alessandro versus Maggie Moore in a tables match. But now it's time for Puppy versus Buttons, two competitors that really want to take Spike Ryan's Young Lions Championship away from him. Buttons, the former champion, wanting her title belt back, and Puppy, who had a very impressive showing last week when it involved all members of the Young Lions division, picking up a big win. I think he got a big win over Spike Ryan himself, actually, the champion, non-title. And so this is the road for both of these competitors heading into next Tuesday with that spot for that, a chance for that Young Lions Championship up for grabs that is around the waist of Spike Ryan. He's looking for his #1 contender. It could be either one of these people, whether it's Buttons or Puppy, and that's what this match is going to gauge to see who the better superstar is heading into next Tuesday, where the belts will be on the line. The mischievous Goose Lady, Buttons, the former champ, and Puppy looking for his first title to put around his waist. He's gone for the Kappa title. Now he's currently at the top of the leaderboards for the Young Lions Championship. If he can beat Buttons here tonight, I don't think there's any question in anyone's minds that Puppy gets the shot. But we know how Buttons operates. She usually pulls out the big wins. When the odds are stacked against her, she does it. Puppy's definitely got the momentum after the last show, but Buttons, you can never count out the Goose Lady for sure. Nice move there by Puppy, dropping Buttons face first into the remat. Throws her into the corner. We're going to go up high risk here. Look at Puppy. Uh-oh, look at Puppy. Spanish fly. Middle rope. We saw that move in his last match last week. Goes straight into the cover on Buttons. Is it enough? Oh, almost gets it too. Wow. A newfound momentum streak found in Puppy ever since his face changed. He doesn't wear the blank face anymore coming out to the ring where he looks kind of confused and not really knows where he is. Now he has changed his face to a smirk, a smile. He knows what he's here to do, and that's to wrestle and pick up wins and get the pins to the 1, 2, 3. A new motivated face for Puppy to get his first title belt here at CPW as Buttons. Oh my goodness. Buttons just a flurry of kicks. Almost gets the win with that. Completely kicking and... Uh-oh. The wing clipper by Buttons. No! That's one of her finishers. One of her versions of the wing clipper there on Puppy. Is it enough to put him away, though? No. Puppy powers out. And Buttons looking a little bit frustrated. She thought she had the 1, 2, 3 there, but Puppy having the wherewithal to kick out, and stay in this match. And, oh, did Puppy just... I think he just grinded Buttons' forehead on that top cable of that rope. Here comes Puppy now. Oh. Hits her with the face buster again, second time in the match. And goes for the cover here and gets it. Puppy has just defeated Buttons tonight. That's 2 big wins for Puppy in back-to-back weeks. I don't think there's any question now who gets the shot against Spike Ryan. It will be Puppy going for Spike Ryan's Young Lions title next Tuesday. That is confirmed. A big win there. Impressive over Buttons. Could have gone either way for sure, as Buttons is definitely impressive and wants her belt back. But tonight was just the night for Puppy. Continuing that momentum streak. There's that middle rope Spanish fly out of the corner. Hooking the leg up. Didn't get the win on that exchange. Buttons, though, thinking she had it here. But unfortunately, she didn't. Here's that wing clipper. She's won matches with that for sure, but not tonight. Puppy was able to bust out of that one before the 3 count and stay alive, powering a shoulder up. And look at Puppy even using the ring ropes to his offense. And throwing Buttons face first onto that Croakitoad logo in the middle of the ring with the face buster. And that would seal the deal and get Puppy his big win. He gets a title shot next Tuesday. All right, coming up next, we do know that we have a Money in the Bank briefcase holder now here in Croakitoad Pro Wrestling where they can cash in on a title anytime, anywhere. And we know it's Chain. He won that ladder match last Tuesday, and he's in action right here.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from San Diego, California, weighing in at 268 pounds, Chain!
Well, we don't see the briefcase here. I guess his manager, Paul Bearer, has kept it in safe keeping somewhere. Paul Bearer has been closely advising Chain on when and where he should cash in that briefcase.
And his opponent from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 240 pounds, Rose!
I suck!
All right, we see Chain, our Money in the Bank briefcase holder, with his manager, Paul Bearer, at ringside as he takes on Rogue. Definitely a top main event player here at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. I believe this is more or less a test match for Chain to see if he can hang with the big dogs at the top of the mountain, starting here with Rogue in this match. Because, I mean, if he's going to cash in on the World Heavyweight title, he's got to be able to make sure that he can hang with the big dogs. And this is going to definitely test his mettle for sure. I don't think Chain has ever really competed against anyone at the top of the rankings before consistently in the past. So this is definitely going to be a big test match for Chain to see how he can do here. Of course, we saw Rogue in that huge multiverse match against Cassidy Ryan last Tuesday. And those series of matches that took place across several years and generations and multiverses of this EFed history in a best of 5. And it was Cassidy Ryan who was able to secure the win, controlling Rogue at his own game with his own portals and his own multiverses. Nice top rope DDT from Rogue on the Chain, spiking his head in the mat. And goes for the kick, but I think Chain moved out of the way. Chain fires back with a lariat, comes back. I think all the power of Chain's progress right now lies in his manager, if you ask me. I feel like Paul Bearer is the CPW version of the wise man, and he has chosen to ally himself with Chain right now. How far will that lead Chain in his adventure to become a champion here in CPW? We will only find out soon enough. working the leg of Rogue here. Try to keep him isolated, grounded on the mat. Eliminate some of that high flying that he does. The flippity floppity moves. It's a good strategy from Chain to keep him isolated. Snap suplex from Rogue. There he goes to the top. Whoa, inside out. Wow. That was an incredible move. Unfortunately, Chain rolled out of the way, so it did not pay off. And Chain, nice. Flapjack, and now he's ready to connect. Here on Rogue, what's he gonna go for? What's this? Oh, what the heck was that? I don't know what Chain just did, but he popped him in the side of the head and almost gets the win with it. And now he's setting ready for something else. Waiting for Rogue to get to his feet. Oh, no, play of the day. I guess that's the VOD of the day by Chain. Uh-oh, almost gets the win on Rogue. Oh, what the heck is this? I think Rogue just trolled Chain with some... I think Rogue just tried to troll Chain by using some of his cybernetics to play a theme song, but it didn't quite work. Chain wasn't falling for it. The shenanigans from Rogue. He was using some of his circuitry to hack into the stage. Didn't quite work. Chain going for a top rope elbow, but that doesn't connect either. These two guys throwing everything they can at one another here. Neither one wants to lose. This is definitely a bragging rights match. Rogue set and ready. What's he got here? Ooh. Face plants Chain on the outside. Standard rules apply in this match. Oh, Chain smacking to the steps. Will his manager help him to get back into the ring? Chain's in big trouble here. Is his manager, Paul Bearer, going to help him get in the ring? Chain, get in the ring. No, he was like a millisecond away. And look at the look of Paul Bearer on the outside. And I guess Rogue is smiling under that mask saying, ha, 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 that's a rookie mistake for you. Better luck next time. Chain, I guess, still has a lot to learn, competing at the top of the ranks against main event players such as Rogue, Domino, Cassidy Orion, Grem, Wizard Buzz, Thaddeus, and the like. Chain gonna have to definitely go take this back with him and see what went wrong. But he definitely took Rogue to the limit, besides that one slight mistake on the outside, getting counted out of the outside. There, even hit play of the day there. VOD of the day. Twitch highlight of the day right there. But didn't quite get the 3 count. And this is where Rogue's veteran instinct came into play. He was able to hit that butterfly face buster on the outside. And he knew that count was getting high and just waited in the ring. And that's a veteran wherewithal right there. That's a veteran wherewithal as Rogue picks up the win over Chain tonight. Coming up next, we're going right through all the title divisions tonight. In our television title division, we got quite the conundrum going on between Coke, Roxas, and the new champion, Jimmy Zaz. It seems like they've all just been trading the belt back and forth amongst one another. Well, we got to figure out a solution to this deal, and we're going to try to figure it out in this match right here.
I suck!
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 478 pounds, Mr. Cool and Russ S. The Syndicate. And their opponents, first representing the Terrors from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 251 pounds, the Hunter.
Oh, God. Hold your eyes, everyone. Hold your eyes. No. Can you see him? I can't see him. Where is he?
And representing the good guys from wherever he wants, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Internet's television champion, Jimmy Zaz.
Jimmy Zaz obviously making it as hard as possible for people watching to see where he's at. He wants to stay hidden, even if it means triggering everyone's eyeballs and melting them into puddles of goo. I still can't see him. I can't. Does anyone see him? I can't see him with this filter that he's purposely applied onto the stream. Oh, God, we're back to normal. Thank God. So wait, what the heck do we have going on here? We have the legendary team known as Coke and Roxas taking on...
all balls hit each other.
Yeah, I guess Coke and Roxas's balls are going to be hitting each other here tonight in this 2-on-2 tag team match. Why is Feats in this thing? And why is he teaming with the television champion, Jimmy Zaz? Questions. We have questions. Hey, look, there's a tag from Mr. Coke to Roxas. Hey, look, we got tag team moves from Coke and Roxas working on the lower back of feet. Uh-oh. Oh! That camera zoom in of Roxas as he gets yeeted off the ring. That's that has to be one of the funniest things I've seen in Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. Thank you, Feats. So these guys have been trading the television, Twitch.tv television title back and forth. Jimmy Zaz originally had it. Then Roxas had it, then Mr. Coke had it, and now Jimmy Zaz has it back. So these three guys are juggling the TV title back. And I guess the reason why Feats is involved in this match is now he wants a crack at the TV title. So now I have to ask, does Roxas want his TV title back? Mr. Coke wants his TV title back. Feats wants the TV title. Jimmy Zaz wants to keep the TV title. Someone's going to have the TV title, the Twitch.tv title. Who's it going to be? And if it comes down to every man for himself, are Coke and Roxas going to be able to work together to make sure that one of them walk out with the belt again? Because if we get Coke v. Roxas again, it's going to interrupt their plans to try to make sure that they get the belt away from Jimmy Zaz. But we know how the powers of Coke v. Roxas is. It's very strong. We saw Coke v. Roxas for many, many, many months and many years. It's a strong, strong connection, Coke v. Roxas. It looks like, at least for right now, they're working together as a team. How long will that last if they know that the TV belt's up for grabs between one of them? How long will it last? Especially when you have Feats thrown in the middle, who's going to try to antagonize them and get them mad at each other, like he's doing right now. We're on the outside of the ring here. Feats going to town on Coke. I don't think Feats cares about Coke v. Roxas. I don't think he cares about teaming with Jimmy Zaz. I think Feats is just in it for himself. He just wants to add another trophy to his wall, next to his dinosaur heads, his raptor heads, his Regina Shepherd heads. He just wants another trophy to put on his trophy room, and it's going to be the CPW Twitch.tv television title. He wants to mount that on his wall next to all his other trophies and his PlayStation trophies. The bronze ones, the silver ones, the platinum ones, the rainbow ones, the purple ones, the black ones, the white ones, the green ones, all the PlayStation trophies that I can't understand why there's a trophy system. But he's got all of them. He's got all those trophies up on his wall. And he wants to put his Croakitoad Pro Wrestling title belt next to all those trophies. And I guess if he has to, exactly, that's what this sounds like when you walk into his trophy room. And I guess if it means teaming with the champion tonight, just at least to get himself involved in this thing, then that's what he's going to do. And that's what he's doing. As Coke delivers an overhead press slam onto Jimmy Zaz. Reverse Irish whip. Jimmy Zaz now going back to his corner, turning around. A chop. He is running all over the place, Jimmy Zaz. Now tagging his partner Feats, and Coke tags into Roxas. Roxas wins out on that lariat. Dips out of the ring, comes back in. Roxas is trying to figure out what to do here. Jimmy Zaz from behind pulls Roxas off the ring apron. So he drops head first into the mat. Feats is getting cheap shots in on Mr. Coke in the ring. And there's Roxas with a leaping DDT, spiking Feats head first into the mat. Goes for the cover now. But Jimmy Zaz is there to make the save for his team. Yet another tag team match here tonight. For anyone new coming in tonight, welcome to Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. This is CPU versus CPU simulation. We do it every Tuesday night. We've got our next pay-per-view for the month of April, PLE, pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it, next Tuesday. So this is the go-home show. Every Tuesday night, Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. If you do not have a wrestler on the show and you would like to have a character represented, just shoot me over a Twitch PM or a Discord PM. We can talk about getting your wrestler on the show. Every character you see on this show is someone from the Twitch community. Name bar is at the bottom of the screen to help you out. Mr. Coke gets sent out of the ring. Feet's now working on Roxas. Inside out. Oh, nice. Drives him into the mat. Leg hooked. Mr. Coke's not coming in to make the save for Roxas. Almost gets the 3 count. Oh, harsh knee to the side of Roxas's helmet. A night of tag team wrestling for sure. We've had a lot of tag team matches tonight. Feet's going all the way to the top for high risk. Is he going to PB on this one? And he nails the X handle off the top rope. And a tag made. Here comes our current reigning Twitch.tv television champion, Jimmy Zaz, who is now a 2-time television champion. Croakitoad making his debut. I wouldn't be against it. Croakitoad coming soon. Sponsored by St. Jude Children's Hospitals for sure. Jimmy Zaz now looking for the cover on Roxas. Coke's not coming in. Roxas kicks out. Match goes on. Jimmy Zaz off the top with a moonsault, but Roxas moves out of the way. Clothesline to the back of the head. Jimmy Zaz's big googie eyes didn't see that one coming. Here comes Roxas. DDTs Jimmy Zaz head first in the net. And now tags in Mr. Coke. Mr. Coke getting fired up, but Jimmy Zaz was ready for him. Oh. Drops him stomach first over the knee and a kick to the face. Jimmy Zaz, poor pin placement there. He's right in front of his partner. Roxas easily comes in to make the save. Jimmy Zaz now finisher locked and ready. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's going to go for the Shining Time Wizard, and he hits it. Jimmy Zaz hitting the Shining Time Wizard on Coke. He's right in front of Roxas. Roxas, come in and make the save for your partner. Hurry! Oh, it doesn't matter. Mr. Coke kicks out anyway. Jimmy Zaz trying to continue the momentum, but Mr. Coke is back in control. And now we're going to get tag team moves from Coke and Roxas. What's this? They're pointing at him. What is this? Look at Coke and Roxas working together. Oh! Look at that. A double back slam. A double fizzy pop drop. Double fizzy pop drop from Coke and Roxas. Working together as a tag team. They're on Jimmy Zaz. But it wasn't enough. Roxas punching Jimmy Zaz with the power of the red button hand. Jimmy Zaz leaping up and hitting a DDT out of desperation, really, more than anything. And Jimmy Zaz with a cheap shot to Mr. Coke. Look at this. Oh my God. Somersaults over the ring ropes and spikes Mr. Coke's head to the ring apron. Mr. Coke is out for a bit. And here comes Roxas. Kicks, 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 kicks. Lots of kicks. Roxas again, kicking. He's going to kick him again. Kicks, 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 kicks. How many times are you going to kick him? What is this? Roxas is showing the power of his net grid to Jimmy Zaz, who was caught off guard, but could not capitalize. Jimmy Zaz shooting at half. Might have went for a pin, but what is this? What's about to happen? Jimmy Zaz, oh, sending Roxas out of the ring again. And now turning his attention to Mr. Coke for another cheap shot. He's going to do that move again. Oh my God. 2 times in the match now, Mr. Coke has been spiked into that edge of the ring. Terrible. And now we get back into the ring. Jimmy Zaz trying to set up rear waist lock. Roxas back elbows. Now he's going to capitalize. Knee back breaker. Roxas makes the tag. Coke is now in. And he goes to town on Jimmy Zaz, who needs to make a tag. More tag team moves from Coke and Roxas. Look at all these tag team moves we've been getting from Coke and Roxas. They're working together as a team pretty well tonight. Oh, Roxas getting kicked in the face. Another move purely out of desperation by the TV champion, who tags in his unlikely partner tonight, Feats. Dropping a leg. And I think bad time for Feats to taunt as Roxas comes in, but it doesn't matter. Feats counters. And he immediately tags back out. Interesting game plan there. Feats is definitely the most rested of all four of these guys, and he immediately tags out. I'm not sure what the strategy was there. Jimmy Zaz with the wheelbarrow slam. But Mr. Coke was easily there to make the save. And he tags Feats back in again. Roxas also needs to make a tag. He's pretty worn out right now. He needs to get Coke in there. And there he is. Coke is in. And Feats says bring it on. Coke does. And oh! Gets face bustered into the mat. Flatliner. Roxas breaks up the pin. Almost a 5-star match, by the way. Feats locked and ready with the finisher. Here he goes. Pump handle. Ooh. Pump handle drives Coke into the mat, right in the dead center. Uh-oh, this could be it. Oh my God, Feats has done it. Feats has done it. Feats pinning Mr. Coke tonight. So what does that tell us for the future of this division? If Feats and Jimmy Zaz win tonight over Coke and Roxas, what about next Tuesday? Are we still going to get some kind of weird four-way conundrum between these four for the belt? I mean, honestly, this doesn't really settle a whole lot. I mean, I guess if anything, Feats would get the shot against Jimmy Zaz since he scored the winning pin on this match tonight. But then again, Coke and Roxas are the former champions, and they never got their rightful rematch shots for the belt anyway. So everyone in this match has got a rightful claim for the belt. There's nothing really concrete about this other than the fact that Feats and the champion won. And it was also almost a 5-star match. So it wouldn't surprise me if Eric Bischoff and Thaddeus decide to just throw all four of these guys in the match next Tuesday for the belt and may the best man win. I really think that's probably what's going to happen. If anything, this helped Feats more than anybody because he won the match himself. So he has certainly thrown his name into the hat into this entire situation for the title belt by winning tonight. Because it wasn't Jimmy Zaz who won, technically. It was Feats that got the 1-2-3 over Mr. Coke. So he has certainly secured himself a spot in what's to come next Tuesday. So we might just be seeing that. All four of these guys competing for the belt. And may the best one win. And there it is. The game winner right there by Feats onto Mr. Coke. 1, 2, 3. And the Dinosaur Hunter wins here tonight.
Winners, the Hunter and Jimmy Zaz.
All right, we're getting down to the last couple of matches on tonight's show. Thanks everyone for tuning in and hanging out with us tonight on this Tuesday edition of CPW. We will be back next Tuesday for the pay-per-view, PLE, whatever you want to call it, next Tuesday, the major event for April. Lots of matches on the card, but we're going to get to our next match right here.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing the Empire of Pain, from wherever she wants, Jennifer! And her opponent, representing the Undead, from Norman, Oklahoma, weighing in at 246 pounds, Ted Peters!
Yep, it's a good night. It's a good thing I'm wearing clothes tonight because you just got that picture in the Discord. All right, we've got ourselves a very interesting one-on-one matchup here. How certain things have changed since the last time we saw Tad Peters and Asterio going up against Alicia and Jennifer for those tag team title belts. Since then, well, not much has changed on the part of Tad other than he lost some clothes and is only wearing a kitchen apron now because it's summertime almost. And it's time to start grilling. So kiss the chef, kiss the cook, everyone, if you want. But more so on the part of Jennifer's side, they are not so much Disney hero princesses anymore. They have turned to the madness of Miles these days. They've turned to the dark side. And so I think this is more or less a match of trying to get a little bit of revenge from several months ago on the part of Jennifer after, you know, maybe specifically what happened in that backstage brawl between Tad and Ash and Alicia and Jennifer when there were some pretty brutal things that went down behind the scenes in those brawls. Some pretty brutal battles for sure. And probably Jennifer has not forgotten about that. And, well, you know, Tad's not going to pass up on a chance to drop some pain on somebody tonight for sure. I think more so than oh God, well, there goes Jennifer to the outside. I think more so than wrestling, I think Tad Peters just likes to come out here and show everyone he's just wearing whitey tighties under a kitchen apron. I don't think he really cares about the match. I don't think he cares about winning or losing. I think he just wants to come out here and antagonize the fans and the people watching on Twitch and Kick with his interesting choice of attire. And that's just part of the psychotic mind of one Tad Peters for sure. And if he can dish out a little bit of pain and make some people bleed in the process, then that's just the cherry on top. So we'll see if Jennifer can get some measure of revenge here after that rivalry that did take place several months ago. Or if Tad will continue to be just his violent, psychotic self. Just one member of the undead group known as the Dead Zone that has run amok here in CPW. Mostly in the shadows, and that's what scares me the most. I mean, it's one thing to be very outspoken and all over the place, and intentions are known and game plans are revealed. But it's a whole nother ballgame when you know that the demons are lurking in the shadows and have not made their presence felt. That's what's more scary to me, because you never know what the Dead Zone's up to. And there's a zombie maker from Tad Peters, the finishing maneuver. Very early in the match, but is it still enough to put away Jennifer tonight? No. Went to the well a little early on that finishing maneuver, Tad Peters, but still put some damage down on Jennifer in this one-on-one match. And now Jennifer's going to be the one to try to hook up. Look at Tad's face. He's almost enjoying this. What the hell? Tad with the O face of all O faces while he was being pinned there. What a interesting character. Jennifer off the top and hits a nice Hurricane Rana off the top rope to the outside of the ring. I think Tad just legitimately enjoys the pain, the punishment that he gets inflicted. Smiling, laughing, enjoying it, enjoying the time. Whether he's the one doing the pain or whether the pain, the maximum pain, is being implemented to him. Jennifer posing on the ring apron, springboards over but misses the mark. Tried to go for the Eddie Guerrero. A little bit short on that one though. Harsh knee to the side of the head. Oh, Jennifer wins out on that one with a little chop block action. Takes the leg out from underneath Tad Peters. Off the ropes, drop kick to the face. And here's Jennifer keeping Tad Peters grounded and isolated. She's getting fired up for something here. It looks like sliced bread. And what is happening here? What is... Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. What's happening? Jennifer has turned her attention to the stage. And I think she saw the stage changing colors and... Oh, no! And just like I said, you never know when they're going to come out. And it looks like Jennifer was at least ready for the zombie who just came out from the crowd. Is there more? Are there more? It looks like Zombie came out from the crowd, but Jennifer was well ready for him. And so that plan backfired from the Dead Zone, at least right there. Jennifer on the button right here. Doing well to prevent the Dead Zone and their deadly sorcery and their trickery that they're known for. She was able to topple them at their own game, at least in this situation. But was that sudden distraction enough to allow Tad to get the upper hand and get the momentum back? We'll find out here. Looks like Jennifer's still on top of things. Back trip from Tad. And, well, Jennifer just a little bit quicker, slips out from between his legs. Tad trying to jockey for position here. Whip into the corner. And what? Tad is acting all scared and stuff. What the hell was that? This guy is psych. Oh, God, he hits a zombie maker. I think Jennifer was more confused than I was. What the hell was that? I think Tad just tried to use reverse psychology on her and was able to get the chance to use his finisher. But Still Jennifer refusing to go down. Oh, a kick to the face. And nothing but a choke on that one. Some weird, you never know what you're going to get with, middle rope elbow drop from Tad Peters and just his whitey tighties. Lateral press for the cover, but Jennifer kicks out.
That's what I'm talking about.
And there's a raid from Q in the middle of CPW. Welcome in.
What the hell was that? Got you off guard, didn't I? Just trying to have fun. Thanks.
Thank you for the raid, Q. I appreciate that very much. We do have ads starting in 2.5 minutes, by the way. You are in the middle of Croakitoad Pro Wrestling every Tuesday night. You're witnessing what is this now? And we got commotion on the stage now from somebody else this time. Now what's happening? First it was the zombie from the dead zone, and now Tad Peters has been distracted, which allows Jennifer to come back and connect a move of her own. And did she just outsmart Tad Peters tonight at his own game? No, he powers the shoulder out as well. Right now you are in the midst of watching Jennifer versus my personal character, wearing nothing but a grilling apron and whitey tighties because he's a psychotic weirdo. And this match has been full of trolls. We've had entrance commotion for both sides in this thing. I hope the stream was amazing, Q. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll have to have Q on the roster soon. Oh, what is this? What the hell is Tad Peters doing now with Jennifer? Oh, he just kissed her? He's dancing and kissing her. That's the Tad Peters way. All right. Surely we're not ending on that. We are ending on that. Tad Peters danced with Jennifer. He kissed Jennifer, and he slammed her head into the ring mat. And Tad Peters gets the win after a very weird, interesting matchup. Now my only question, look at Tad's O face. He's like enjoying that. I wonder if Jennifer enjoyed the kiss from Tad Peters. What do you think? Do you think she liked getting kissed by Tad Peters or no? That is the question of the day. We saw lots of near falls, lots of entrance commotion. Jennifer almost had it a few times here. Connects that huge double knee lung blower there. I thought this might have actually been it right there. But Tad's still able to power out. And this is where dance with me first, kiss with me later. And there it is. Dancing all night, kissing a little longer. From Tad Peters in his kitchen apron and his whitey tighties. And there you go. 1, 2, 3. The psychotic, creepy bastard known as Croakitoad gets the win here tonight. Five-star match between Tad and Jennifer. There you go. All right. Now that we're in between matches here, we only have a few left. Thank you again, Q, so much for the raid. You started with Schedule 1 and then started making the Garden and Core Keeper. Oh, very cool, very cool. You love that Core Keeper. Thank you so much, Q, for the raid. And welcome in, Raiders, from the Q stream. I very much appreciate you. Q, are we on Discord? Are we hooked up on Discord? We need to get you in on the wrestling every Tuesday night. Speaking of wrestling, while we're getting ready for what might be the main event of the evening here coming up next, just to give a little shout out since I've seen him in chat tonight, being active in chat tonight. Just to let you guys know, Raynor IRL over there, if we could drop a shout out to him. He also does a wrestling show. I believe it's every Saturday on his own Twitch channel. Does kind of the same thing we do here. So check him out. Another wrestling EFed show here on Twitch. You think you're in my Discord? Okay, I will shoot you a DM, Q, because there's nothing I love better, and I'm not saying this to be a pervert or don't take it the wrong way, please. I'm being legit. There's nothing I love better than having a giant women's roster on my wrestling show, and we do have one, and I would love to have even more ladies join. We already have a very stacked women's roster. And I'm all for having more ladies join in. So I will definitely be hitting you up and letting you know what I might need from you so that you can join in on the wrestling every Tuesday and slam some people around. Because this is several times you've raided into CPW now. Yeah, we do. If this is not the main event, this will be the semi-main event. So maybe 2 matches left at most. But yeah, we got a huge main event match here involving the top of the mountain, the top of the rankings of CPW right here in this match coming up right here. World title division implications in this match, actually. Coming up right here. Yes, Q, yes. Another lady to the ranks. I love it. I love it.
Oh, yeah! I got you for 3 minutes! 3 minutes of playtime!
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Little Rock, Arkansas, weighing in at 349 pounds, Reg E. And his partner from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 246 pounds, Cassidy Ryan. And from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 255 pounds, the Witch Doctor Boss! And representing the good guys from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 240 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Grim.
All right, we've got ourselves quite the interesting tag team matchup. Oh my goodness, Wizard Boz just met the mountain known as Raji. To start us off here, we got Raji and Cassidy Ryan on one side of the ring. And Wizard Boz again, knowing what it's like to take on the big biscuit here in heads-up combat. Raji trying to go for the cheap pinfall, and Grim, the world champion, gets a cheap shot on him from the ring apron. We've got ourselves a tag team match here. Tonight's been almost a theme of tag team matches. Raji was this year's Royal Rumble winner, got the shot against Grim, the World Heavyweight Champion, in the main event of the big one. Came up a little bit short. Grim is still the world and still in the only World Heavyweight Champion in Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. But Raji has not given up. He wants another shot at another crack at that belt. But you got his tag team partner there, Cassidy Ryan, who beat Rogue in the Best of 5 multiverse last Tuesday. So he's definitely got his eyes on that World Heavyweight title. And of course, Wizard Boz always top of the leaderboards when it comes to the World Heavyweight Championship. More of an anti-hero more than a good guy or a bad guy. Wizard Boz is just Wizard Boz. This week he might be fireballs in somebody's face. Next week he might be saving kitties from trees. You never know with Wizard Boz. He just kind of marches to the beat of his own tune. This week, at least, it looks like he's going to be teaming up with the world champion, the good guy, everyone's favorite hero, our world champion Grim. But make no mistake, Wizard Boz has definitely got his eyes on that world heavyweight title as well. All four of these guys definitely top of the rankings when it comes to the most prestigious belt you can get in Croakitoad Pro Wrestling for sure. Grim now being tagged in by Wizard Boz, and here comes Cassidy Ryan now. These two guys know each other very well. Several battles in the past amongst one another, with the world heavyweight title up for grabs. Ooh, Cassidy Ryan just drops the world champion onto the canvas, tags in Raji. Almost looks like Raji and Cassidy Ryan could be some kind of like alliance. Like I'm honestly like seeing them next to each other. I'm honestly getting like Shawn Michaels Diesel vibes here between Cassidy Ryan and Raji, honestly. I don't believe they've ever really had any kind of interaction with one another before in the past. Miscommunication like that may put all of those thoughts to a halt for sure. Raji didn't seem very happy about that. Nice move there from Grim, hitting a Spanish fly, and a very quick top rope moonsault by the world champion. One of the fastest, speediest people on the roster, Frankensteiner from Grim. That's right. Cassidy Ryan used to be in the NWO. Raji also a member of the NWO. You're right, in another multiverse. At another time, I did forget about that. Yeah, they are former NWO members. You are absolutely correct. Completely forgot about that. Maybe they need to bring it back. I have to say, if they can keep this, if they can not make mistakes like before, I'm kind of liking seeing them together like this. I think they could be a unit. Cassidy Ryan and Raji. Wizard Boz in, curved beak and all. He's going to set up for the glorious DDT, one of his finishers. Here he goes, able to lift Raji up, and pins him right in front of his partner, though. Really bad ring placement there. Cassidy Ryan easily able to make the save. Here comes Raji firing back. Wizard Boz. Ooh, getting booted in the side of the head. Tag made, Raji now. Isolating Wizard Boz as Cassidy Ryan comes back in to do some work here. Oh, what was that? Looked kind of like a bocce bulldog there. Cassidy Ryan busted open. He's got a cut on his forehead. Wizard Boz making a tag to the world champion Grim. Teamwork from Wizard Boz and Grim. Double gut buster. Grim now electing to go for a springboard. Up he goes. Tries to go for a missile drop kick. Cassidy Ryan bleeding and all. Sidesteps. This is the very tippy top of the rankings when it comes to Croakitoad Pro Wrestling for reals. This is like top of the leaderboards right here. The World Heavyweight Title Division. This is as top contenders as you can get on the entire roster for sure. Barring a few other people not in this match, of course. Grim now. Irish whip over into the corner. Near Wizard Boz. Cassidy Ryan makes it pay for it. Over to the other side, runs back. Flying forearm smash. Cassidy Ryan as cocky and as arrogant as ever. Sending the world champion over to the other side. Grim with his own shot, rolls out of it and gets popped by Raji. Enemy territory right there. And Grim getting fired up in the corner. Cassidy Ryan, I think he feinted him. He acted like he was scared and lured Grim into a false sense of security because he outplayed him on that one. Grim was getting his cowabunga on and Sev outplayed him in that situation. 7 to the corner. Here comes Grim. Up to the top. Nope. Cassidy Ryan says nope. Toe kick. Inside out. And, drops him right onto his big smile. Here comes Wizard Boz to make the save for his team. And here comes Grim. Oh, pizza roll. Right next to Raji, who's not making any effort to do anything, but I guess he knew Sev was going to bust out of that one. Here comes Grim. Big springboard elbow drop across the ring. Whips into his own corner. Here comes Grim. What's this? Uh-oh. Here he goes. Up and over, pops him with the Canadian Destroyer, the Pizza Destroyer, I suppose, if you will. Raji comes in, makes the save. Match will continue. Up and over, another Mr. Perfect special. Grim now, top rope. He loves it up here. Big. Oh, Cassie Ryan saw it. Rolled out of the way. Grim crashes and burns on the elbow drop. Nobody there on that one. Nice Oklahoma slam. That's a move out of Raji's playbook. I think Cassie Ryan probably did that on purpose. Leaping tag. Wizard Boz is now in. And he gets met with Cassie Ryan now. And turns him inside out. Oh my God. Just slams him down. Very interesting variation of moves that was right there. Raji stampedes forward, gets caught by Boz. The Big Biscuit, taller, bigger, thicker than everybody else in this match, and most of Croakitoad Pro Wrestling, in fact. Oh my God, Grim went flying for some kind of cruiserweight move, and Raji made him pay for it. Big pounce, sending Grim launching across the pond. Whoop. Raji slips out. The power and the strength of Raji. And he's got him up. Oklahoma slam. That's one of his patented moves right there. Raji now set and ready. He's locked in. He's going to go for it again. Two times on the Oklahoma slam. Onto the world champion, dead center of the ring, and gets it. Wizard Boz not there to make the save. Did he do that on purpose? Was it his own intentions not to save the champion? You never know. It's Wizard Boz. Some days he's good, some days he's evil. You never know. Maybe he did that on purpose. Maybe it was an accident. I don't know. But Raji just secured the 1-2-3 over our world heavyweight champion after the big Oklahoma slam, the Oklahoma Stampede, smashing Grim from a pizza to a breadstick. And it looks like Raji and Cassie Ryan will pick up the win in this tag team situation as we look for the hunt on who will get the next crack at Grim's World Heavyweight Championship. Right now, the future is uncertain because everybody in this match wants the World Heavyweight title. Who's going to get it? Raji has a great claim after this result of this match here tonight. Cassie Ryan will probably try to milk it for all it's worth since he was on the winning team as well, knowing Cassidy Ryan. I don't think Wizard Boz losing did any favors for himself, but you never know with Wizard Boz. He's always got another game plan under his sleeve. Never know with that guy. We see a few pieces of the match there. There's a big pizza destroyer out of the corner by the world champion. This is where Grim got absolutely launched across the ring. Tried to go toe-to-toe with Raji. You don't do that. Not many people do that. There it is, the game winner. The big slam, Oklahoma, Arkansas slam by Raji, who wants that world heavyweight title from the Turtle. 1, 2, 3, and that's how it'll end right there.
Ridge and Cassidy Ryan.
All right, we're going to have one more match. I thought that might have been the main event, and normally it would have, but we're going to have one more match to end it off tonight. Raji versus Graham, calling it now. Mini tournament, 1v1. Almost like a gauntlet match. A gauntlet eliminator.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Total Non-Stop Fighting Championship.
Wait. Oh my God. Well, AJ Jacobz ain't waiting around. Surprise, Big D. Your challenger for the Kappa Championship is not waiting for you to get into the ring. AJ Jacobz says, heck no, I'm not waiting. I'm going to try to get the upper hand. This guy's bigger, thicker, taller, and stronger than me. So I'm going to take every advantage I can get and catch him off guard here. As our CPW Kappa Championship is up for grabs. The title belt that is defended every 7 days if we can help it. Big D winning the belt back away from Lady Lavin a few weeks ago. And this is his first defense since then. So we'll see if Big D, even if he's caught off guard here in this match, not even able to take his helmet off. By the challenger, AJ Jacobz, seeking to get his first title belt in his CPW, very young CPW career. I believe this is only four weeks AJ Jacobz has been in Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. Only his third or fourth match. Very fresh, very new. One of the newest faces of the roster for sure. AJ, look at the strength of AJ Jacobz here. Oh, wait a minute. Is this being controllered? Hold on. I saw the B button. Did I mess this up? Hold on. I thought we were over this last Tuesday. I think I screwed this up. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me reset this. My bad. Can I just do this from here? I thought we did this. Can I redo this from here, or do I have to reset the match? I don't know. I never make this mistake. Okay, I'm just going to reset it. I'll be back in a sec. We'll restart it. Not again. All right. Well, they made... So if you missed last Tuesday's show, what happened was they did a patch where before the patch in the game, you had to manually set it to computer for every person in the match. And then they did the patch last Tuesday, which changed it where you only need to do it once now for everybody in the match. And that threw me off. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, we'll get this set. All right. Rip your dreams. Yeah, you were doing so well, weren't you? You were doing so well. Yeah, it's no wonder why you were doing so well, right? The person you were kicking the shit out of wasn't fighting back. That's why. All right, we'll just skip through this. All right, my bad on that. Hopefully I fixed it this time. I should have. Yeah, okay. Everyone's moving now. Okay. Trust me, if I ever fully intend on actually controlling this, you will definitely notice it because I am the worst person playing these games possible. Not only that, but you'll see the button props pop up on the screen, but I never do that because I'm just the worst at this game. But yeah, when they do patch updates like that out of nowhere and changes the system, your cruise control mode messes up sometimes. But here we go. This is the actual match here. Unfortunately, AJ Jacobz loses his advantage with the sneak attack before the match. So we'll just have to say that was another multiverse for another time. But in the actual legitimate universe we're in right now, the match starts off evenly for both of them. And Big D's got AJ Jacobz cinched into this rear waist lock, and he is not letting go. This almost looks like it's controllered again. Man, that is a very long rest hold. Big D really just wants to hug AJ Jacobz, I guess. He just wants to hug it out. He doesn't want to lose his belt. Now we got another rest hold here from AJ Jacobz. He's got that thing cinched in. This is like turned into a submission match. And now he's got an armbar. Wow. I have actually never seen this before. It's just... And now he's got a hammerlock. This is the longest series of rest holds I've ever seen. And... Okay. Now we're locked up. This match is so unlike anything else we've seen tonight. I don't understand what's happening. Okay. There's the Kevin Nash big boot to the face in the corner by Big D, who is our current reigning Kappa champion, the belt you have to defend every 7 days. Every Tuesday night, it's on the line. Big D got a little bit of a vacation last Tuesday, didn't have to put the belt on the line. But tonight, he's putting it on the line here against AJ Jacobz, looking for his first title belt in CPW and only probably his 4th match. Standard rules do apply in this thing, so if there's countouts, Big D will keep the belt. As we've seen in his previous situations with Lady Lavin, this is actually our main event of the evening. Oh, backpack stunner from the Kappa Champion Big D, who is a former world champion in another multiverse as well. Almost gets the 3 count on AJ Jacobz. Big D, no stranger to being at the top of the mountain, being world heavyweight champion for sure. He's been there before. Just right now, he's the owner of the Kappa Championship. Off the middle ring rope with a big elbow drop onto AJ Jacobz, who just got splattered in the ring. Here comes Big D, locked and ready. Can he capitalize? Oh, he misses the elbow. AJ Jacobz going to need to use that speed and quickness. Fireman's carry into a cover. I don't know if that's enough. I mean, maybe you can gas him. Maybe you can try to gas him out. Maybe that's the strategy here. AJ Jacobz trying to walk around with this Big D on his shoulders. Oh, now we got slap fighting. I don't know if I were AJ Jacobz, I want to go toe-to-toe with Big D in this situation. This may not work out as intended. Big D saying, come on, bring it on. See who wins out on this exchange. Oh my God. Well, there's a big boot for you. Goodness. Almost gets the win with it. Almost knocked his teeth out with that one. Oh, tried to go for an over hammer blow. Another fireman's carry from AJ Jacobz. He's going to go to top rope. Going to try to use some high flying here. Here he goes, high risk. Oh, spiral tap on a Big D while he's down. That's one of his patented moves. Pulling. Oh, for crying out loud. What else is going to happen? Finn Balor is here. WWE's Finn Balor has arrived in the middle of this Kappa title match to distract AJ Jacobz. And Big D connects with a shotgun dropkick. I don't know why Finn Balor showed up. He's getting in the ring. Is he getting in the ring? Is he getting in the ring? Finn Balor is here. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. He's got the strength to do this. Look at this. Oh, vertebreaker. The Jacobz breaker onto Big D, but the referee's dealing with that turnbuckle pad, I think. I can't see. The cameras. That was like a 5 count. Thank you, Finn Balor, for showing up. Oh, he's still there. Finn Balor's still there. Big D taking advantage of the situation. Backpack stunner. Got him again. Oh, that's the finisher of Big D. Is that lights out for AJ Jacobz? It is. You got to give AJ Jacobz a ton of credit. He came into this thing going against a giant mountain of a man in only his third or fourth match in CPW for the Kappa title shot, and almost had it on a few occasions there, but Big D just seemed to have his number tonight. He was well rested after not having a match last Tuesday, plus the Finn Balor situation. I guess this was a Kappa title match, so you got to throw a Kappa on it, right? What better way to throw a Kappa onto the Kappa title match than having a Kappa moment like Finn Balor coming out to mess up the match? I guess it goes with the theme of the belt in the division. You see AJ Jacobz going spiral tap off the top. Big move, impressive move. And Big D missing the axe handle. AJ Jacobz trying to take advantage, hits the vertebreaker. The Jacobz breaker, the way he was able to hoist him up like that, very impressive, but just wasn't enough. Big D fires back, and here's his backpack stunner. Spins him, cocks him, locks him, drops him, and pops him. 1, 2, 3. Big D, still your Kappa champion, heading into the pay-per-view next Tuesday. And we'll have to figure out who he's going to defend the belt against next Tuesday.
Total non-stop fighting champion, Big D.
Yeah, maybe Finn Balor's leaving WWE to come to CPW.